Welcome to the Holliston Police Log for June 26th through July 2nd, 2020. Animal incidents of all sorts highlight this week's log. June 26th, animal incident on Prentice. Passing cyclist reported an injured deer on the side of the road. The first dispatcher dispatched the second dispatcher, who then dispatched the deer. Crash at 905 Washington. A 2003 Honda Civic from Natick versus a stone wall and a utility pole. It's because of drivers like this one that only 94% of Honda Civics are still on the road. Scam calls, Cottage Drive. Caller reported receiving scam calls from 904-671-0181. Let's all call that number and ask them to watch HCAT. June 27th, larceny on Summer. License plate stolen off the caller's car overnight. If this were 1934, I would definitely suspect Bonnie and Clyde. Well-being check on Dunks. Callers report a vehicle has struck several curbs and another vehicle on the lot. The operator checked okay, just hadn't had his first cup of coffee. June 28th, animal incident on Highland. Caller reported a horse walking down the roadway. The owner is that guy running after it, carrying a shovel and a large blue plastic bag. Property grounds check, Lake Grove Cemetery. A dog walker advised and removed. Apparently the residents of the cemetery are disturbed that people aren't picking up after their pets. Suspicious activity on Johnson Drive. Caller reported items in her car were moved overnight while she was at a friend's house. Check under the front seat. Might be a family of mice living there. There's a crash at 81 Railroad. Two Holliston residents met in Casey's parking lot. Not mentioned if it was before or after they downed a few. Animal incident at 1380 Washington Street. Caller reported a dead deer in the driveway. Then he called and said it got up and ran into the woods. So was it a deer or a possum with antlers? Animal incident, Washington and Highland. Caller reported she was at an intersection and she was worried about this dog in the road, so she opened her door and the dog jumped in. She drove about a mile and then stopped at Hometown Auto and checked the address on the dog tag, and then decided to go to the address on Prospect. There, she let the dog in the gate, where there was another dog. It's a happy ending unless the dogs don't like each other. Larceny on Gerald. Caller attempted to purchase an item online, sending the payment, but has yet to receive the item. Unable to make contact with the seller. I wonder if he's buying that lawnmower from last week. June 29th. Wires down, tree limbs down, unemployment fraud. Not bad when compared to a day in New York City. June 30th, HPD has initiated a positive ticket program. No explanation. If you were issued one, let us know all about it. Property damage on Summer. Caller reporting a neighbor cut down a tree that landed on his shed. Oops. Animal incident on Mary Chris. Caller reports an injured bird in her backyard. Sorry, we don't dispatch birds, unless they're turkeys, and then we call highway. Suspicious motor vehicle on Locust, described as a late model gray sedan, possibly a Honda Accord, occupied by a white male with a white beard. Santa's case in the area, maybe? July 1st. 2 citations and 2 unemployment fraud calls. Not bad when compared to a day in Seattle. July 2nd, animal incident on Monroe. Caller reports her white and tan pointer dog named Goosey, R-A-N-N-O-F-T. Complaint on Maple. Calling party reported an ongoing issue of a dog barking all hours of the day and night. Here's a riddle for you. Why did the police arrest the dog? Because he had a number of unpaid barking tickets. And lastly, animal incident on Johnson. Party calling about her lost dog, looking for an update, and gave her information in case the dog is found. There's a happy ending to this story. The dog, a pointer, is no longer called Goosey for obvious reasons, at least to me. and is now known as Lucy. The owner rounded up some friends and volunteers to look for the dog. She was found with her leash tangled in the woods by, you ready? A loosey-goosey search party. That's 2 in a row. During the reporting period, 8 citations and 6 warnings were issued. 1 erratic driver was reported, and dispatchers logged 339 calls. K-9 Matters searched for articles and evidence. But wait, there's more. Are you confused by all the conflicting information on how to stay safe during the COVID-19 virus, sometimes also called the Wuhan China virus or the plague? Well, this video should clear it up for you. Roll tape.
Yeah, I really don't understand why everybody isn't following the same rules right now. They're very clear, so let's take a minute and let's go over them again. First, you must not leave the house for any reason, unless of course you have a reason, and then you may leave the house. All stores are closed except those that are open, and all stores must close unless, of course, they need to stay open. This virus is deadly, but don't be afraid of it. It can only kill people who are vulnerable and also those who are not vulnerable. If you are home educating, you can include household chores within their education curriculum. And if you are home educating, you may start drinking at approximately 10 a.m. every day. If you are not home educating children, you may also start drinking at approximately 10 a.m. Please educate your friends and family with this information so we can remove any and all confusion surrounding this time. Thank you.
Well, that's the log for this week, so let's be careful out there. For the Holliston Police Log, I'm Paul Saulnier.